And welcome back. Just making sure I'm recording. First of all, I'm really sorry about yesterday, my mic not coming back on after I stepped away to get a Diet Dew. Second of all, Hinterland just put out another patch today. Not sure what it fixes because I don't see the patch notes anywhere, but I'm hoping maybe the throwing bug. Obviously, they fixed something. Well, we'll figure it out at some point. It might also be the flashing on the screen when I open the menu. Because I notice it's not doing that now. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Which that I don't really care about. That's minor in comparison. So we're going to drop some gear here, and then we're going to get going. Unless there's a nasty blizzard outside. Probably don't need all this water. I don't need all this wood either. Sounds windy. Might have too many torches as well. I want to keep this. I don't need this. I can use a hatchet to get saplings. Probably don't need this right now. I'm just going to leave stuff here for now, and I'll deal with it later. Food and potatoes I can drop outside. I don't need cans anymore since I have a pot and a skillet, I believe. Yes. Good enough. Let's check the weather. It doesn't sound pleasant, but it's snowstorm. Don't see the moose. It might take some time for him to come up, though. So, let's see. These are pretty heavy. I don't really want to carry them around, since I have to cook them. And this is heavy. I'll probably eat that. This is also heavy. Yeah, I don't need it. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Yeah, I'll just drop everything sketchy right now. These don't make you sick. Although I'd like to know how she eats an entire box of crackers and... Oh, well, the weather just cleared up while I was dropping stuff. Out onto the lake, we're hitting the fishing huts. And then what we're probably going to do is circle around. Maybe. I do believe I have the memento for the forestry lookout. I just can't get over how good this game looks on PS5. It's like I'm playing a different game. I mean, I'm playing the same game that I've already spent 700 hours on, but, you know, just everything just looks different in a good way. Any rocks? They fixed throwing! Thank you, Hinterland. Thank you. Thank you. Because that was kind of problematic. I mean, it was probably just a line of code that got, you know, busted when they put out the last update, which fixed the trader and so on. And so it's probably an easy fix for them, because they had it fixed within a day. But, yeah, big props, guys. Well done. Thank you. Thank you very much. Like the shadows here, this was not here. This is not... If I load up the PS4 version and I walk out here, we won't see this. Like, this is such a good-looking game. We have another hatchet. I may leave it here. Actually, I think what I'm going to do with bullets, I'm going to take it to the other hut, because... yeah, okay, guys. Since my audio, that can stay here. Actually, no, I'll take it and rip it apart. It might actually be better than the one I'm wearing anyway. 71, yeah, a little bit. When I was coming back from the bunker and walking up the ice overweight, leaving that back that way, I was saying, looking for a fishing hut with a door. The fishing hut with the door is mine. Ooh, and it's guarded by 2 wolves, so we'll have to be careful. But that's my hut. Because, I might actually come back to this one later. Ah, screw it, let's go. If we stay down and careful, they won't even see me. But yeah, fishing hut with a door you can live in for days as long as you have enough fuel. In my last run, I lived in the fishing hut with the door here. I think it was the same one, or it was one in Coastal Highway. I can't remember. For 5 days, because I filled the drawers with sticks and cedar and fir, but the fir I brought along just to repair the hammer I was using to break the ice. And yeah, just make water on the stove, so I always had water. Cooked fish when I needed to eat. Threw my bedroll down. And yeah, with a door, you're 100% protected from the elements. This gives no heat bonus. No more, yeah, see, I'm not any warmer than I was outside. But you're out of the wind. And more importantly, if there's a blizzard or a snowstorm, you don't get wet because the door blocks it. So this is my fishing hut. We'll leave the wood there. I'll take that. Because yeah, I'll probably want to burn that. Ice fishing book? Why, yeah, I don't mind if I do. Those wolves are like right outside. Lower condition hatchet can stay here. Yeah, that still is a little glitchy, but it's fine. You're fine. Okay, so where'd the second one go? Alright, he's over there. We're just gonna creep away from him. Ultimately, I'll have to kill them to use this, but for now, we're just gonna slip by them. They don't even need to know I was here. And they never will. We're gonna be cold. I'm gonna go for the trailers. But what we're gonna do is check for the bear. We're gonna check and see if we get the lake bear or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Oh, I like how you can kind of lean too while you're crouch walking. But sometimes, yeah, sometimes we get the lake bear, sometimes we don't. But I know which bear will pretty much always be there, and that's the unnamed pond bear. Okay. That's the wolf behind me. I know I'm cold. I'll just go into this cabin up here to warm up for a little bit. Which is fine.
Freezing.
It's okay, Astrid. Let's have a look for the bear. So yeah, we checked those cabins, and I was going to get the fishing huts, but I was just too heavy at the time. I think he's up. He's over by his cave there. I think that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to move for this fishing hut. Like I said, it won't be warm in here, so we'll just quickly check it and move out. Because, yeah, when I was coming back from going from there to there, I was talking about I got to be careful, because if this bear is up, I could walk face first into him. Yeah, we'll take that. Now we have some more ammunition. I'm finding plenty of revolver rounds. So, when we do finally find one, we'll be able to use it right away. Ooh, rifle ammo. Rare. But we'll take it. Alright, we'll come out of here down, because I don't know where the bear's going to be. I'm thinking he's way up here. Yeah, he's way up there by his cave. You see him? Now, I believe he does path in front of this cabin. So what I'm going to have to do, when I come out, I'm going to have to be careful. I also want to check... Actually, I think I'm going to go for this hut first. There's likely... Nah, he'll be in my way. If I go for the hut, it'll take me all of 5 seconds to loot it, and I'll want to come this way, and he'll be right in the way. So I think we go this way first, come in here, warm up a little bit, stop some of the freezing damage. Plus, we want to get the key for the MREs. MREs in the dam. I believe MREs can make you sick, too, if their condition is too low. Sometimes there is a backpack back here, not today. Alright, we should be warming up in here. Very slowly, though. Yeah, it's like, oh, it's 5 degrees. It's warmer. Oh, womans.
I can use this.
They're in great condition, too. That is nice. Yeah, that gave me another full degree of Celsius warmth bonus. So, yeah. Yep, now it feels like 6 as opposed to 5. Nothing, that's fine. I'm not going to take all these books. I did grab one for a fire starter. One thing, if you need books in Mystery Lake, just come out to these lakeside cabins. There's so many of them. Matches, good loot. I'm going to take this, just gives me a minute to warm up a little bit. Cloth is light and we need it. Don't really need the newspaper though. Is there any other cloth in here to rip up? No. First aid box I almost missed. Right. I don't know where this bear is going to be. Probably right in front of me. I'm going to guess he will be. Yeah, he's right in front of me. I kind of figured that. I could go back inside and rest for an hour. I may do that because I want him to kind of head down that way a little bit. And I think the best way for that to happen is for me to kill some time. Plus resting for an hour will warm us up a bit. But you notice how I went down crouching, so yeah, he wasn't even aware I was there. Animals have to be really close to detect you when you're crouching, like really close. So yeah, if you know you're going into a sketchy area, just crouch. You move much, much slower though, which can be a problem if... Those are my footprints. I was going to say I was looking for bear tracks, but I don't see them. But an hour later, he should be further along down the lake. Like, towards the cabins. I'm going to stay down, though, till I spot him. Hey, we can throw rocks again. Woohoo! I mean, he's really big, so it's hard to miss him. He might actually be all the way down there. So on that note, I'm going to head up to this fishing hut up here. Definitely don't see him yet, but it doesn't mean he's not around. I heard crows earlier before the wind picked up, so there's probably a body. Oh, he's right in front of me. Jesus, how did I not see that? I'm blind. Call me blind, guys, because I don't know how I did not see him. I'm not going to check the corpse then, because the bear is walking right in front of it right now. Hello, sewing kit. Some good loot in this one. Really good loot. Haven't found a knife yet, but I know where I can get a guaranteed knife. Oh, nice. There's a guaranteed knife in Carter Hydro Dam in the lower level, in the lower dam. Yeah, we got high wind. It's, yeah. Alright, he's heading back to his cave. It looks like he's probably like, alright guys, this wind, I don't like this wind. I'm getting the hell out of here. That, if I was the bear, I'd be thinking the same. Like, oh, speaking of, I noticed when I was after uploading part 1, it's still too loud. I'll go about 75 with these, I think. So yeah, especially on high wind like this, you probably can't even hear me talking. I'm definitely far enough away from him, and since we're down, we're downwind from him, he's not going to smell me. Next, we want to get to the, I think it's the western access, or it's the eastern access, I don't remember. But I want to get around the corner here. We'll pick up rocks, because the throwing mechanic's working now. It just did for me a minute ago. Because when it's working, even if I don't have a weapon, if a wolf aggroes to me, if I throw a rock at it without aiming and hit it, it will scare it off. If I aim, it'll charge. It's not easy to do hip firing, but I've done it. I think of one of my videos, I show a hip fire kill on a wolf with the revolver. It's definitely doable. It's not easy, but it is doable. I mean, you can cheat and drop an item on the ground and then look down at the item and then back up, and you can see where the center of the screen is and then try and aim there. Or another way to cheat it is to take like a tiny piece of tape and put it right there. The smaller the piece of tape, the better, because the more accurate it'll be. No cattails here at all, huh? That's rough. A lot of times there's a wolf over here too. And with the wind being this nasty, I wouldn't hear it. Can be a backpack up here. I didn't know about the throwing rocks at him without aiming trick. Zach actually showed me that one. Southern Access, that's what it is. There might be a deer carcass here. I don't want to pull guts off that one yet, because then I'm going to be too stinky. There is almost always a deer carcass. The backpack is there, cool. Almost always a deer carcass by the train derailment. I'll pull the guts off that one, because it's very close to the camp office.
This stuff
Nice.
handy.
Yeah, I'll keep picking up rocks for now. I have a rifle, but it's back at the camp office. It's too heavy to carry around. So we'll just use rocks for defense for now. Ooh, look at that. We got a birch forest. There's my first 5 of them. Holy crap. This is a good find, guys. Now we just need guts, which we have right there, but from this location, it's a bit sketchy to get them back. Any crow feathers? These are important. I need my arrow fletching. They're a little bit easier to see on the PS5. On the PS4 version of the game, I had a hard time seeing crow feathers. A lot of times I'd walk right past them. Yeah, we should be gathering wood if we can. Ran right past that one, my mistake. Barry, how you doing, little guy? There's also rabbits kind of probably near the tracks. Kind of by the... yeah, kind of by the deadfall area. They're not always there, but I think on every run, a snaring has always worked there. I think it's pretty much a guaranteed rabbit spawn location. I have a lot of rocks. Yeah, there's a wolf out here who I'll need to get by. Yeah, I could probably sneak past him, but I'm going to take damage. So we want to go to the hunting blind, and it looks like he's headed that way too. What I could do is throw a distraction rock and see if it works. Or we could come over here and scare Barry at his direction. And then I could get really creative. Pick up Barry. You know, let the wolf kill Barry. Scare the wolf off. Pick up Barry. There's my rabbit gun. Well, I need 2 for the bow, though. So... Uh-oh. This could turn into a blizzard. It looks like the snow's coming. I don't want to get up, though, because he's right there. So we're just going to try and slip past him. Do I want these rose hips? I mean, we could take them. They are very useful. Well, yeah, we're going to turn the trader on. We got to make it to, I think, day 40. No, that's interloper. He didn't detect me, by the way, till I got up. He was barking at the rabbit. But I wasn't sure, so that's why I got up. Because, you know, the first bark was at the rabbit. The second one was at me. Wolves cannot enter hunting blinds, because... Oh! That's a good find here. Now I can make my rifle tip-top shape and murder things like that. I'm going to leave the rose hips for now. We're going to let him kill the rabbit, and I'm going to take it from him. Hey, buddy! Yeah, I'm taking that, thanks. He's right in my way, though, so the other way I get past him is I flare it. But here's what we're going to do first and foremost. You want your rabbit back, don't you? That's fine. You can have it. I'm going to move away from it, and what it's going to do is it's going to decoy him. Ooh, yeah, we threw that way over. But at least the throwing mechanic is working. You still want to die, huh? Okay, so apparently that doesn't work anymore. Yeah. I don't know, it used to work. Anyway, whatever, he's gonna die, so... And he took my rabbit too, didn't he? Nope, my rabbit now. Trying to get a bounce, failing. I'm bad at rock throwing. I think no. You know, even when it works correctly, I'm bad at it. I'm also really cold, but apparently we have some sort of wind shading going on here. I can grab these rose hips, though. So what we're going to do is line up the rabbit in front of me like this. It's going to be hard to throw straight because poor Astrid's freezing. Way behind it. Like I said, I'm terrible. Give me a bow, please, and that's how we'll kill rabbits. But we got to get to the point where we can make a bow. Oh, beautiful! So even I can hit a rabbit once in a while.
So cold. I think.
I know. Let's go. I stink, that's fine. I'm probably going to harvest these rabbits in the trailer. There will be more wolves around, so I'll just probably use a flare. Although I would probably rather use a flare for Carter Hydro Dam. I may not go in there yet, because no storm lantern? Yeah, I'm not going to have the means to really loot that until we find one. But I would like to get these rabbits in the trailer and pull the guts off them, at the very least. Oh, the wind has just been brutal today.
So cold.
Yeah, go get the deer. He smells me, but he was coming because he smelled me, and now he's going after the deer. That's perfect. Go get him. Yeah, that wolf smelled me. That's why he came down. There's probably another one up here that might smell me too. Ultimately, I'd love to not get caught up by him and get in the trailer so we can drop these rabbits.
So cold in my life.
If I hadn't mentioned, Stalker has a lot of wolves. Like, a lot. I have 2 stink lines, so they'll be coming from a ways away. So we're just gonna shut off the stink lines before they have a chance. I could have checked Alan's cave, too, across from the hunting blind.
Oh,
Coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. Coffee. Dog food. We're going to eat that right now. Dog food's really heavy and just kind of meh. I mean, I have to use my axe to open it, but it's fine. Wow, I really need a pry bar game. Chance of one being up at the forestry lookout, sports stocks can stay there. Very good chance of them being at the cabin on the other side of Unnamed Pond. The fact we can't find a pry bar is rough right now.
This will come in handy.
Some good loot. Time of day is it? It's almost nighttime. We could sleep here. Yeah, we could. I don't really want to go into Carter without a storm lantern, honestly, because, I mean, I have enough torches, I could probably daisy chain a bunch of them. So we could go to Carter. I might have to. But if there's an aurora, then I'll just leave, because, yeah, I don't want to be messing around in there during an aurora. Because there's places where you can die. And, I mean, you're dead instantly. Okay, we got a book there. I am going to have to check Carter out anyway.
I'll take it.
Oh, nice loot. Did not realize you could find arrowheads in random metal containers. There are guaranteed arrowheads in some places, like the workbench in Ash Canyon in Angler's Den. I don't really want that cotton toque, honestly. There's a lot more loot in here than there usually is. I don't think I brought my hacksaw. No, I did not. I don't really need it. The only thing I need is the hatchet for self-defense, opening cans. Well, hatchet's pretty much the most useful tool. You're more or less dead without it. You can get by without a knife, you can get by without a hacksaw, but you have to have a hatchet. We're going to run across, drop some stuff off, and then head into the dam. I mean, I guess I could use a flare, but I'm hoping there's a storm lantern in there. Actually, I think on my last Stalker run, I didn't find a storm lantern until Summit. And I had a coastal highway start. No, maybe I'm thinking a different run. I don't know. We want to harvest these, but I'll do that tomorrow. They should be okay to sit in here for a day. The only thing I really care about is these guts. Actually, let's just take the time to do it. Warm up a little bit. They're both opened. Well, I guess the wolf started eating one of them. Do I care about these? I mean, I could get better mittens from it. Yeah, but this is what I really need. And we'll let those cure. I don't really care about the rest of the animal. I know it's wasteful, especially early game. I should be using the entire animal, but what we really need more than anything is 2 guts. So we'll let those cure.
Getting a bit thirsty.
And right next to them, we will drop all of this birch. We have 1 arrowhead. I'm going to get more inside Carter. There's at least 1 broken arrow in the door there. There can be 2. How many crow feathers do we have?
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
This is 5 days, I think. 4 days. 4 days. 5 days. We have a bow in 5 days because I think my maple at the camp office has been curing for at least a day, maybe 2. Condensed milk. Go with that. It's calories and hydration. Amazing item. Absolutely amazing. Is not on interloper difficulty. So as far as other things I can leave here. I mean, should I really go into the dam at 6 p.m.? If you're not familiar with the time in this game, I might just stay here and sleep, honestly, and go in the morning. Give this stuff time to cure. If you're not familiar with the time in the game, sunrise, it's like winter here in the northern states. 6 a.m. sunrise. Dusk is 5 p.m. Nightfall is 6 p.m. And if that still doesn't make any sense, think 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. The day is literally split down the middle. So when the sun is at the center, you see how the center of the sun is about to disappear? That's 6 p.m. And at the center of the moon is on the line there, that's 6 p.m. When they flip sides, it'll be 6 a.m. So it's 6 p.m. right now. I may have time to read a chapter of my cooking book, but I doubt it. Actually, let's go fire first. And we got that done. So it's getting darker. What we're going to do then... How much water do I have? I should have plenty. Yeah, I should have dropped some off, actually. I'll leave some outside here. Yep, we'll prepare some of those hips. We're just going to spend a little time doing stuff. We don't want to go to bed yet. She's getting tired, but I think we'll hit the dam up in the morning. It's going to suck, though, without a pry bar. I'll be very honest, because there's like 6 lockers I can't open. But it is what it is. Do I have any bandages? We should check that. 1. I better make some. I like to carry at least 3. Now, can I find the first aid box? Yep. Alright. Antibiotics are useful, so I'll hold on to them.
He doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Put some of those away. That's fine. All the extra clothing will drop on the floor for now, because I don't want to carry any of this with me. I have no problem just leaving crap on the ground here. I'll pick it up later, like all this wood. Could do a fire in the dam itself and make some more torches. That's fine. Book we don't need. Lamp oil don't need. I don't have a storm lantern, so why am I carrying that? I don't need my cooking utensils. Unless I decide to go out into the Winding River Cave, which I may. But there's a lot of wood out there, so that's a lot of tinder plugs. I might put some of those away. Any of my food... Yeah, we better eat this porridge. It's going bad. And the dog food. Two coffees. Doing really good here. I like seeing this. And we're not going to bed yet. It's too dark to read, though. So, can we sharpen our hatchet? Yeah, I bet we can. Oh, I don't want this either. I haven't done any sharpening yet. It doesn't need it. Alright, never mind then. Yeah, I don't think an arrowhead ever loses any condition percentage ever. Do I need this many torches? Yeah, I kind of want to take this many. I'll leave the fishing book here for now as well. And I don't need all these rocks. I'll drop some outside, but... Now I can drop a bunch... Yeah, outside they're easier to see. If I drop them here in the trailer on the floor, I might not see them. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill a little time here. Because I don't want to go to sleep just yet. I want it to be light when I wake up. And we can't quite sleep 10 hours. Now we can. Eat a potato. It's going to dehydrate you, but it's fine. We will fully drink. What did she season them with, by the way? Yeah, because, I mean, we don't have any butter. We don't have any salt. We don't have any salt or pepper, but it looks like that baked potato has butter, salt, and pepper on it. That's a good way to eat a baked potato, by the way. Anyway, yeah, let's get some sleep. Huh. Glad I didn't go into the dam. There was an aurora. I would have just stopped and turned around anyway. Alright, so... Woohoo, 816%, making progress. Love to see it. Alright, let's drink some water. I'll just leave all my water outside too, because I'll pick it up from the toilet and dam. So I won't even need any right now. What I do need is there not to be a wolf out here. Okay. Which there could be. Drop all. Drop. 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 Leave some food here. That's for myself, for future me. You know, I may need it later. Let's get the memento out of here. Can't remember which visor it's under. Yeah, this one. Yep, this shows you the cave to Milton. Trappers is right here. A lot of mega cedars up that way too, it looks like. The map only shows you the mega limbs. Like, you know, the ones, mega firs that give you 5, yeah, they give you 4 as opposed to 3. It doesn't show you the standard respawnable ones that give you 3. Took me a long time to learn that too. Oh yeah, it opens that way, stupid. Could go up to the forestry lookout and map, but it looks like it's kind of a bad day for that too. Yeah, can't hear crows either, really. Hoping we find a storm lantern in here. It's not as common as you might think. I've done many runs through here without finding one. Which stinks because it's really hard to see in here without one. Having to use torches is not always fun, but it is what it is. I have plenty of matches, so I'm not real worried about it. Not a nice enough day to use the mag lens, though. Alright, let's see what's in here. Briefcase. Kind of looking for a pistol, too. That'd be nice to have. And the revolver in here can be in some real sketchy places, if there is one. I don't think it's 100%, but it's a very good chance that you'll get one in here. But sometimes it'll be just, you'll see the handle of it hanging out. Yeah, the grip hanging out from under the desk, or something like that. It wouldn't be in this location, you know, right here in this spot, but in the upstairs offices and in the lower dam. At one of the desks there, it can be. No storm lantern here, bummer. There's other places it can be. Yes, I see the bullet. Yep. I can use this locker as storage. So far, nada. Do. Let's use a flare. Because there's a safe up here that I'm going to open, I'd rather not lose my torch doing that, and would have to burn out more than one match. So we're going to use a flare for this first part, until I get to the safe. This dam is huge, it takes a long time to loot, so I'm just going to try and move through it as quickly as I can. Ooh, there's a stem right there. That's nice. Alright. Spray paint, no. Accelerant? Yeah, I'll take that. On Interloper, there is a guaranteed hacksaw in this dam. It is always here, but I've found it in different locations. Most of the time it's in the lower dam, kind of in a sketchy place. I'll point it out. I'll point it out when we get to it. Like, you wouldn't think to find one there, because there usually isn't any loot there, even on lower difficulties. So it's a pretty clever place to put a hacksaw, if you ask me.
This stuff will come in
I don't
handy.
want that. That's terrible. There can be a fire striker in here too. It's not guaranteed, but I've almost always found one. Sometimes it's right over here. It is. It's right there. Let's see the condition.
Hope nobody needs
Yeah,
this anymore.
pretty good. Most of the time, I'm used to seeing like 30-40% fire strikers. On Interloper, I found one at 12%. Hey, I got a few fires out of it. I wasn't complaining. I didn't find it in the dam, though. I found it at the train derailment, which has a high chance of having one there, because there's no guaranteed matches in Mystery Lake. But if you find the fire striker, I don't think you get the mag lens here. I haven't done enough Interloper runs to test it, honestly. I've only done a couple. And usually I just, like, play for 25, 30 days or whatever, and I'm like, alright, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Interloper is kind of cool, in my opinion, but I lose interest in it quicker than I should. I don't know why. Maybe because it doesn't have guns. But I don't really use guns anyway. I'm more a bow guy, but, you know, I'll use the guns if I have to use the guns. You know, the guns are there for a reason. Let's go to the safe. Let's see how this flare's running down. The metal table, that's what it was. There can be tiny things on these workbenches too that are hard to see. This is where you come if you want a workbench vise. Like if you want to build a workbench in an indoor location that doesn't have one. Requires woodworking tools, of course. There are 3 places to get those now. For the longest time, I only knew about the set in Miner's Folly and Ash Canyon, but they're also in Bleak Inlet at the cannery. Yeah, I found a set there, and there's also a set in Sundered Pass, I believe, at the Storm Lantern.
This
Cool.
will come in handy.
I'll use it. That'll work. It only has half fuel, but you know, that's my lamp fuel in the trailer. But whatever. I'll take that for now. That is an odd place for a storm lantern, by the way, just sitting there by the garbage. Like what? Was somebody probably threw it away because it had low condition. Like, oh, my lantern's going bad. Let's get rid of it. So around 30. What I do is I go fast for the first number. 20, yep, 30 exactly. Then I go fast for the second number. Then I slow roll the third. 22. So we go past 0 to reset it. $23. And then I go slow till I find the last number. Which I'll probably have to... that was quick. It's probably just cash anyway.
I'll take it.
Don't need those. Oh, there's the flask for this area. I mean, I'll keep the boots, but I don't need them. Don't go out. Ah, damn it, never mind. I say I was just going to torch it. But we have this storm lantern now. I have plenty of lamp oil back in Mystery Lake, so not a big deal. But yeah, the condition on this is really bad. So maybe somebody threw it there to throw it away. Yeah, because oh, my lantern's about broken. Or it is broken, like, you know, it wouldn't show it on the image, but a storm lantern at 27% probably has broken glass and so on. So maybe the previous owner wanted to get rid of it because of a safety reason and whatnot. But hey, Astrid will make it work, won't you, Astrid? Sure will. We just don't want to run it out of fuel completely because, of course, I need a pry bar. That's what does damage to its condition. Storm Lantern can only take damage from two things. One, running it out of fuel completely will cause condition damage to it. And two, it can be randomly selected and damaged during a bear mauling. When a bear mauls the player, whatever they had in their hands is thrown to the ground and damaged. So, yeah. If it's a firearm, the firearm loses condition. If it's a bow, the bow's damaged, which sucks, because, yeah, bows can't be repaired. Yeah, if it's a flare pistol, it's damaged, and that sucks, because flare pistols can't be repaired. And it also picks one other random tool out of your inventory to throw to the ground and damage. And a lot of times it's your storm lantern, or it could be a toolkit if you're carrying one. Put this out while I take water. Because one thing you can do in here is base manage. So I can do this for a minute because I didn't take this water yet. Where's the toilet? Should be right in front of me. Screw it. It's taking too long. Find the toilet. Yeah, I'm not even in the ballpark, Astrid. That's a lot of water. First toilet didn't have much, but that one had quite a bit. Now, this may sound disgusting that we're drinking toilet water, and this doesn't depict it properly. The water in the bowl, no. But the water in the tank is potable as long as you don't treat it with, like, some cleaning stuff. Interesting, I know. Most people wouldn't think that. Toilet tank water, as long as you keep your tank clean, but you don't, like, treat it with, like, high... Hello, light shell. I think I can wear 2 of these. We're gonna find out. I mean, yeah, just low-quality clothing item, but it's better than nothing. Better than the insulated vest I'm wearing, probably. Try and get as much use out of this lantern as I can, so that's why I'm not stopping to change.
This stuff will come in handy.
Old toque, one of the better headgear pieces, needs repairs though. By mid to late game, I'll probably have like half a dozen of those. Because yeah, I collect them. They get damaged very easily in animal attacks. As in, like, yeah, if you don't keep an eye on them and you end up in a wolf struggle, they can get destroyed without you realizing it. Oh, no water bottle there? There's usually a water... Oh, yeah, as I say, that's always there. Stalker and below, always there. Loper, no. I came in here on Loper, and I think I found, like, one really low-grade item in, like, every 50 drawers I opened. It was rough. It was like, made me think, maybe Carter Hydro Dam is not worth... Nice. Maybe not worth looting on Interloper, because it just takes so much time to really get nothing. But at the same time, I think how Interloper works is... I needed that. Every container you open increases your chance, and find nothing increases your chance of finding something. Because it's how it seems to work, but I could be wrong. It could just be 5% chance to find item, so you could find items in 2 or 3 containers, or you could find nothing in 100. If you get really bad RNG. Sometimes the revolver can be here, which is why I'm checking under the desks. Because I've seen it sticking out right here. There might not be one here either. When there is, it's somebody brought their gun to work day, and then forgot they left their gun there. Like, oops, I brought my revolver to work. I had to hide it from my boss, so I hid it, put it under the desk. And then I just magically forgot it. That helps. That keeps me going. Or at least this storm lantern going anyway. Let's go to the president's office. The fire striker won't be in here because I already found it, but we could find a soda in here or something useful like that, but... yeah, I guess. I don't really need that, but... not a whole lot in here, is there? Metal's cool. Yeah, I'll take metal over an empty drawer.
This'll come in handy.
Yeah, it's cloth. Not real heavy. I'll just go drop some stuff off before I go to the lower dam. Pick up some of these books too on the way out. Cloth, cool.
I could eat a horse.
Yeah, I'll feed you in a minute. Finish looting the office first. It's like, yes, I know you're hungry. Please finish looting the office, and then we can talk about getting you food. I found bullets in those tiny cardboard containers before. I don't want that. I do want that. But yeah, I found bullets along these two as well. You'd be surprised where you can find ammo. We'll leave the door open, we don't care. Really need a pry bar though, but we'll find one later. We already went upstairs. Okay, so let's come back out here. We're gonna refill this now. Yep. I suppose I could try and repair it too. I have the materials, but yeah, standard, simple tools give you a 10% chance. I prefer quality, which gives you a 20%. I'll wait. I will repair that to work on my repair skill. I like that I found this. This is nice. Especially since we're in the early game, our clothes still suck. Get some teas brewed and warmed up, we can stay warm. So, let's throw some crap in the locker that I don't want. Like, I want the wool toque, but it needs repairs. I mean, all this stuff I want, I just don't want to carry it around right now. Go heaviest. That's even better. That's too much water. I don't want to carry these boots around either. They're so heavy. Let's see if I can put that on. 5 accelerants. That's a lot of weight. Yeah, we'll keep the insulated flask. Alright, we need to feed you. We have a decent amount of fuel. That's cool. Potato? Potato. Which dehydrates you, so we'll just have a soda. Top off our water, drop a couple bottles, and be on our way. Alright. Can I see the way down without... basement, yeah, but I can't from here. I walked into the wall. Whoops, my bad. Alright, let's see what's down here. Get out of base management mode, please, Astrid. Thank you. Nothing. That was rude. That poor guy didn't have anything. Yeah, see, if I didn't find this storm lantern, I would have started a fire here and made more torches. which would have been the logical thing to do. Lots of wood and scrap metal in here. I mean, you can find plenty of scrap metal in here. This is a major scrap metal location. Another major location. Well, I think this might be the arguably the largest scrap metal location. Sometimes there's stuff back here, not today. Hibernia in Desolation Point might rival it. I like that location too. A lot of hidden loot in there too. We'll go there. Oh yeah. And I'll show where all the hidden loot is and all that stuff. We may find Vaughn's rifle as well. It's light for a rifle, but it will add a lot of weight. Sure. It's not here. What's out here? Sometimes the fire striker is underneath this metal cart as well, like just sticking out, so the player will be able to see it easy enough. But it's sometimes. See if there's anything out on those center things too. Sometimes there can be. There's something over here. Antibiotics, sure. Never can have enough antibiotics.
I'll take it.
I don't want that. We can also go down here if we want to. Which we will, because it's faster. And we'll come over here, because sometimes there's stuff back here. Nope, nothing here. We can use good old base management mode to see if there's anything there or not. But yeah, sometimes you can find stuff there as well. What the heck? Hold on. Oh. Sorry. I had a package sitting kind of awkwardly on a shelf and it like fell over. It's fine, but hello, broken arrow. There's an arrowhead, and there's a second arrowhead down here at the body. And another storm lantern. Hello. So this is where all my... That one's almost full. This is where all my storm lanterns were. Yeah, in Carter Hydro Dam. And that one's in better condition, too. Nothing. Alright, we'll rip those up, or keep them as a backup pair. As to where the hacksaw is on Interloper, it's down here. It's either right here, under where the sewing kit is, or it's under the ladder, or it's over here in this corner. I've found it in 3 locations down in here, but that's where it is. Always. It's guaranteed on Interloper to be here. So if you end up in Mystery Lake and you don't have a hacksaw, just go to the dam. You'll find one. I'm debating going to Winding River Cave to check for... One, to check for more saplings, because I can get some up above the cave. And 2, depends on what time it is. Oh, that's leather. I want those. Yeah, plenty of... We got all kinds of time. Yeah, let's get her done. Want to check the cave. There can be an archery book over there. Oh, beautiful weather, too. Absolutely beautiful weather. Do I have any charcoal? No. Say this would be perfect for mapping. I don't really start mapping until around day 100, but then I like do entire regions. Like on my last run, I had pretty much everything from Desolation Point to Pleasant Valley map. That's only, I know what you're thinking, that's only two regions, genius. Yeah, but I'm also talking about Timberwolf Mountain and Ash Canyon, because I was not playing Pleasant Valley because Pleasant Valley crashed a lot on the PS4 version of the game. You may be asking yourself, what the hell am I doing? I'm evading that wolf. There we go. That wolf, I'm evading him. I mean, I'm risking a sprain, but whatever. Hello, Cattail. Winding River Caves right here. It's not that far of a walk, honestly. This cave usually has really good loot in it. Are those overhead crows, or are they telling me of a carcass? There's a deer carcass up there. Got it. Okay. How many rocks do I have? Still, I meant to drop some of those. There's like 6 rocks right there, too. Crazy. A lot of firewood here, so much of it. There's just, it's everywhere. Do we have a full old man's beard dressing? We do. I'm just gonna grab 3 lichen, call it good. I'll leave some for myself. Excuse me, sorry, it's dry in here. Leave some for myself for future me. I hate winter because you have to have the heat on because it's cold, and the heat dries out the, yeah, dries the place out. It sucks. Anyway, but winter is also perfect time to play the Long Dark. Alright, so we got some tomato soup. Vaughn's rifle.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Probably in bad condition because it's outside. No,
day.
that can be fired. We have a full mag as well. I like this rifle. The iron sight isn't quite as good as Barb's. Barb's has the best iron sight, but this one is easiest to draw and fire, and very, very quick on the reload times. Now, if I come down this way, I will not be able to avoid the wolf at all. I'd rather not mess with him. I'm just coming up here to check for birch and maple sapling. I have a maple sapling here. Oh, we got a whole grove of it. Almost a sled right here. Almost. I think the birch would be up here further if it was here. That might not be here, but the maple is. I believe that maple is always there. Don't quote me on it. Ooh, is there 2 wolves down there? Saw one and thought I caught a glimpse of another one. And there's firewood up here. I'm going to leave all of this. And the reishi, I'm going to leave it. So you got a ton of antibiotics right now. I do have a couple of reishi that need to be brewed yet. Future me might need that firewood and that reishi. Present me does not need it right now. You're moving really fast. We must be moving with the wind. And now we're moving into it. Yeah, it's a little bit different. There's a dam. We'll be walking across that in a minute. try and evade the wolves when we do it, too. Pick up these cattails. There are two. Okay. That's Stalker. There's more wolves. We have to crouch walk this for a little bit until the wolves start going the other direction. You see that wolf's kind of walking right towards where I want to go. Alright, no. Not sure where his friend went. I'm kind of looking for that. I mean, if it does see me in aggro, I could probably just walk it off. Yeah, you didn't see anything. Exactly. Turn around. Turn around every now and then. I see a wolf and I run away really, really far and really turn around. Every now and then the wolves come after me a lot and they want to eat my face really bad. Turn around. Okay, I'll stop. It is just really windy. Yeah, look at the grass, yeah, swaying in the wind. I mentioned I'm enjoying the PS5 version of this game. I probably mentioned that once or twice. Perhaps. Oh, I'm walking into somewhere. Snow starting? Yeah, we want to get inside now. This is, we don't really want to be out in a blizzard. Crossing the dam in a blizzard is a little sketch. Hey, let's check this container box. Loving it. I'll probably be heavy when I pick up the MREs in here too. Which, the beginning of this recording, we went to the cabin out on the lake. That's where the memento is. Headwind. I wonder if there's any gasoline in that. I'm actually hoping there's an archery book up here by the path leading back into the dam. It's not guaranteed. I didn't find the archery book in Broken Railroad. It would have been in the maintenance yard, like literally on the really tall tool chest that I found, I think, my second hacksaw in. Yeah, two hacksaws in the maintenance yard, but no hammer, which that's a low chance but can spawn there, or no pry bar, which the no pry bar I found very odd. There might have been one outside around the maintenance yard, but I wasn't really in a hurry to stick around there at the time. Sometimes there's a deer carcass back here. Yeah, it's here. So I'm looking for, not stones, feathers. They blend in with the background here, so they're really hard to see. Like, you notice the stones are really hard to see. Yeah. There won't be, the rifle won't be in here because I picked it up in the cave. Didn't need it, I already had a hunting rifle, but this one's in much better shape. And I like this one better than a standard rifle, so this is now my main rifle. Will I carry it everywhere? No, but I'll use it to hunt bullwinkle at some point. Stone, yeah, exactly. Can there be a archery book here, please, game?
Of course.
Of course not. We'd be sitting right next to the backpack. I'm probably going to eat those chips. We'll take this wood, too. Now we're heavy, sure. I knew we'd be getting heavy. I think the rifle weighs like 4 kilos. Let's eat that. And let's eat that too. Oh, not for long. I'm going to pick up the MREs and we're going to be fat and heavy again. These are heavy. They're a half a kilo each. Good condition. There's always one in sketch condition, and the rest are usually good. Yeah. Alright, so... selected the better lantern. That's good, because it had more fuel in it. I know, Astrid. I know. But we're not done here yet. We still haven't found a revolver. Oh, crackers, cool. You all see the crackers, right? Yeah, okay. A lot of times, that's how I spot items. You know, when I'm searching one thing, and then... because I think I mentioned it yesterday. You know, my focus is kind of where I'm searching. I'm not really looking at the rest of the room, but when I'm in a searching animation like this, then I'm looking around at the rest of the area around me. That's when I spot a lot of stuff that I may not have seen the first time when I started the search animation. Yeah, I don't want that. I think I have plenty of tinder now. Thankfully, I don't have a hacksaw, so I can't accidentally start breaking down things. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you have a hacksaw. Hello. Peach pie recipe. Yeah, we're a long ways away from pies. So ultimately, we want to throw the canned peaches outside so that they don't go bad right away. Good old pork and beans. Can't go wrong there, right? Everybody likes pork and beans. It's true. Okay, it isn't. There's probably people who don't like pork and beans, but I happen to like pork and beans. Yeah, sure. I'm already heavy, I'll take it. Oh, I get a knife in here finally. Yeah. I'm a little surprised, you know, Loper, I'd have to make my own, but on the Stalker I have not found a hunting knife yet, but I finally get one in here. There's probably one up in the forestry lookout too, but I haven't been up there yet. Sometimes there could be matches sitting here, like either here or here. If they're not here, I might find them down further in. Like sitting out matches, not random loot matches. Yay, more stuff I can't open without pry bar. Nothing. That was a whole lot of nada. Stacy's grape soda, always a favorite. It is a favorite. I like the grape. I like grape soda very much, me personally. So that's why I like finding it in game. Down we go. So the pistol can be up here in this box. If it's not in here, there's only one other place it can be. It's not here. Got a bullet though, like woohoo. Double checking. Yep. No firearm here. There's one other place it can be, otherwise it's not in the dam at all. And that's out here. But there is a guaranteed knife out here. I know that. I found rifle bullets in those buckets before, so that's why I like to stop and check them. Oh, yeah, there's another place that the hacksaw can be on Interloper. I haven't found it here personally yet, but I've seen other people find it under this bench right here. Like, right there in that spot. So if it's not in that weird room where there were 3 spots I found it in, check there. Hello, Flare. As to where the revolver can be, if it's in here,
This stuff will come in handy.
it'll be on one of the desks back there. Or around that desk. If there even is a revolver here. It might not be in the dam. I may not get one in Mystery Lake at all. It's not guaranteed. Alright.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Vaughn's rifle is guaranteed if you have the Tales DLC installed. All the DLC firearms are guaranteed. But their locations may vary by 1 or like 3 or 4 different locations. Well, the hunter's... Yeah, if it's not here, it's not here. Yep, I don't think there is a revolver in Carter Hydrodam. Unless it's at the last desk. This is the middle desk. I just don't think there's one here. Might not be. Do I need one? No. Be nice to have till I get a bow, but you know, if I don't get one, I don't get one. I can play the game fine without a firearm, or just carry a rifle around, but you know. So the guaranteed knife is right over here, in front of this grate. Guaranteed. Always here. Stalker and below. Guaranteed. Alright. No, that would have been the last place to get the revolver. So yeah, there is no revolver in Carter Hydrodam. Alright. Because where we're going to go up now is back up here by where this room was where I showed where the hacksaw is on Interloper. Yeah, straight there. So yeah, there's no revolver here. It's all good. I'll take the tracks back, which means I'll probably have to shoot a wolf or two. We have a rifle. Because I want to check the derailment. There might also be a revolver in Trappers. I haven't been there yet either. Very low chance for one to be there. Like, extremely low. But yeah, with how a lot of the loot works, you know, and I'm talking like firearms, you know, even with storm lanterns, you know, I got lucky finding 2 in here. But, yeah, a lot of, on Stalker and below, there's only certain things that are guaranteed. Like I said, that knife was guaranteed. It's always there. 100% of the time, there will be a hunting knife there. Stalker and below. Every time, without fail. But, like, a revolver is not guaranteed in any region. There's only a percentage chance at each spawn location that one may spawn. You could get the RNG where one does not spawn at all in a region. I've had that happen before. It stinks because I like to collect firearms. You know, I think of one run I had like 7 revolvers sitting on one desk. And that was standard ones, not including the DLC ones. Because I usually carry a DLC revolver when I get one. I like the Hunter's best because it doesn't, you know, it has more range than a standard revolver. Alright. Let's decide what we're taking out of here. I could leave the water, probably. I could probably leave a lot of this. I do want to repair this toque. This goes back to camp office. Camp office. Whoops. I'll leave this. I'm pretty heavy now. Pick that up and drink it. How are we on energy, I guess? I should probably look.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Not real good. Might stay here another day, like in the trailers. Yeah, I probably should just stay here another day. You know, I kind of want to get to Summit sooner than later. But I think what we'll do is when I'm ready, I'll just beeline there. You know, just run through Pleasant Valley. Run through Timberwolf Mountain. Go get the technical backpack. I mean, if the moose is out when I get back, I may kill it after I drop some weight, just to get the satchel going. Because that takes 12 days. That is a very long time to cure. This wolf can be super sketch. I've had it happen where, you know, he's right over the tracks and I can't see him because I'm kind of downhill. And as soon as I come up here, he charges. We don't want that to happen again, which is why, yeah, he's right there. So, he's in the way. So, yeah, flares in hand, and if he detects me, I just pop this immediately to stop the charge. But I'm going to slip past him and go into the trailer. I'm not going to get up and run because I got a headwind, and that will prevent me from running in there before it gets to me, because animals are not affected by the wind at all. Which is a little silly. It's a game balancing thing. But it's a little silly. So, but we know, with that fact, we know that
Man, this pack is getting
staying down was safer, and this potted plant is bugged out. There should be something. It should be on something. Oh, I dropped all my loot on the chair. That's great. Yeah. I was thinking. Anyhow. Oh, yeah, these are quarter cured. I'm going to leave the guts here. I'll have to come back for those later, because those will draw hungry animals to me. We need to eat, so let's have a look at that. Yeah, not exactly great nourishment. Could just eat an MRE. I could actually eat this if I get sick, just pop some antibiotics. I would have to go to bed immediately. Yeah, screw it. Because I think you can get sick from MREs. Thankfully we didn't. That was a huge vitamin C pickup, by the way. Can do that in the dark. I was thinking, what can I do? We have a ton of food. We picked up a lot of little food items in there. Too many flares. I'll leave some here. Yeah, I want to get them all back to Mystery Lake. Or to Camp Office. Camp Office is where I ultimately want all of my resources to be. Right. Get that started. Oh wow, this will not take me to level 2. Will this take me to level 2 cooking? Yeah, let's do this instead then. We'll put fires starting on hold, because we got to start some fires anyway, whereas this benefits me immediately. I don't think I'm going to get another hour in. We'll try. The game let me have it. Thank you, game. I appreciate you more than you know, Long Dark. Alright. I could tear up some stuff. I don't want to tear these up. This might be my backup pair of wool mittens since I just have the one. I do want to repair this. We have cloth, but it's too dark, so we can't do any actual repairs. But we can do... Yep. That one's a bit damaged. Pants are a bit damaged. Boots aren't looking... No, I would repair these if I had leather. Anything under 70% I repair generally, especially if it's a permanent item. Let's get some leather. But I don't like the fact that I'm only level 1 mending, so I'm going to want another piece, because it's highly likely I'll fail when I try to repair these. I think, yeah, that's not leather either. This is just useless now. We'll just rip this down, because it's very heavy and takes up a lot of space. Alright. And this is pretty useless. Gotta pass a little time before we sleep. I'd like some wool socks, by the way. Just, you know, just... Ooh, we do not need 2 bottles of antiseptic. That's very heavy. That's yeah, that's like more than a kilo, 1.4 kilos of weight right there. I'll keep 1 antiseptic for now. I don't need all these antibiotics either, to be honest, but we're not at the camp office either, so I don't really want to be dumping them off. Get some arrowheads and feathers. That's a good... I could have done both. Oops. I think you can do 2 at once. No, because these have different condition. Yeah, that's a little weird, but that's how it works. You'd think you could just say, break down both of them. No. Alright, 3 arrowheads, good. Knife is in good shape. This needs repairs. I think I'll main this one because it's like in great condition. This one I may keep around and just repair it to work on my repair skill. Probably leave a couple of torches here too. Yeah, I don't need that many. We good for bed? Not quite. Now we are. In the morning, we're going to head back to the camp office with all my gear. Probably have to shoot a wolf or two. Probably maybe the one outside. I'll try and slip past him. But along the trail, kind of between train loading and the derailment, I'll probably have to shoot one. So it'll likely be too heavy. So I'm taking the saplings. The guts can stay here for now. They need a little bit more time anyway. Yeah, I'll leave the fishing book here too. Drink a soda. We need calories anyway. I need more hydration than that too. Probably gonna have to make some water when we get back. Yeah, we're not looking good there. I could just pick up a bottle from out here because I know I left some in the dam. Don't be right outside the door. He can be. He can be right here. I've actually had that happen where I've come out and he's been right there and I was just like, that sucks. I actually should leave that trailer with a flare or a weapon in hand, to be honest. Pretty crappy weather this morning. I don't think it's been clear in the morning for the past couple of days. Weather's pretty variable on Stalker. Not as much as it is on Interloper, but it changes quite a bit. And it's usually not great. Might be a maple sapling down there. I need one more, so I'm going to check it. I'm already heavy, so I shouldn't be doing this, but I need one more for a sled, so I'm going to check this. I also need a deer hide for a sled, but I can get that. Nope, I don't think so. I think it would be like right here. I'm going to come up a little further just to verify that there's no maple here. Actually, it'd be about here. No, no maple. Alright, let's go. Just wanted to check it. I'm not 100% sure on some of these sapling locations. Like, I know the general area where they are, but a lot of times I have to walk around for a minute or two to make sure. Could take some acorns, but I'll leave them for now. I have plenty of coffee. We don't have a hammer yet anyway, so without a hammer we can't even make acorn coffee. It's not the only use for them. Acorns have a lot of uses. You can eat them. You have to cook them first. The random woodpecker sounds are kind of awesome too, by the way. Yeah, just out of nowhere. One of the coolest things about this game is the random, ambient sounds you hear while you're walking around. I know you're cold, Astrid. This looks like a blizzard incoming. It's just a normal... It's just heavy snow, but... I don't know. Considering how it's foggy and it's heavy snow... Grab a flare. We have plenty of them. Yeah, sometimes there's wolves trolling around here at train loading. There will definitely be a couple between me and the,
Sure getting cold.
yeah, I know you're cold. And, yeah, derailment. There's only a couple of places left I can check. Oh, there's the book for the firearm I don't even own yet. Revolver book. I was just going to say there's only a couple more places I could potentially find a revolver here. The forestry lookout, derailment, and trappers. Up by the cougar's spawn, there's a corpse that can have one, but that's really low. I may never go up there because I don't. That's way up that way, like basically at the. Trying to think of what the name of that area is up there now. Could pull out the map and look at it. Even though I don't have the map revealed, the named areas are still there, just kind of blacked out. Trying to clear cut, that's what it is. Yeah. It's a spawn for this map. But there's a kind of a little route up by where the cougar area is, directly above it. That kind of goes back around. I'm trying to remember exactly. Like, it's a little pass area that goes to a location where a camp was. And there's usually a snow shelter there that's ruined, depending on when you get to it. And a lot of times there's a corpse, and that corpse can have a revolver. It's very rare, though. Yep, deer carcass up here, so I can pull a hide off it. We could also go up to the cave up there and get, yeah, that one would be easier to get. This one's pretty easy to get because I'm close to the camp office, but there's probably a wolf between me and where I want to go. I think I am, no, I'm too cold. I was say I always could harvest it. Plus the weather being what it is, it's like, I don't think I want to harvest it. We also have to keep an eye out for Bullwinkle. He might be up when we get back. That would be awful if he was. So I don't want to be running when I get closer to the camp office. But we do want to harvest that deer carcass at some point. I'm freezing, so I'm not going to do it now. Don't really like the weather for doing it today either. Another flare on the ground there, we'll grab it. Sec. Is there a revolver behind me? There is. Alright, we have one. Load it up. That's not the revolver. I'm carrying too many bullets, by the way. Let's check our condition of our new toy. Yeah, I can fire that a couple times. So I could harvest the deer now and still get back pretty safely. A lot of times I don't use the revolver to kill. I use it to scare wolves. Like if one sees me and decides to bark, I just squeeze off a shot pointing its direction. All you have to do is shoot near it, and it will scare the wolf. Well, it's a 50-50, it scares the wolf. Sometimes I have to fire 2 or 3, even 4 shots to get it to run off. But if I aim down the sights, the moment I do that is when the wolf charges. So as long as I don't aim down the sights and I just squeeze off a shot, because the revolver is the only weapon in the game that can hip fire. You have to be aiming the flare pistol and the rifle to fire them. And you have, obviously, you have to draw the arrow. But since you can hip fire the revolver, it makes it very useful for that. Is that a wolf in front of me? Or is that Bullwinkle? No, it's just a track. But, you know, the way I was approaching it just looked like kind of like one big glob of something that I'm not close enough to see it. Bullwinkle should be like right up in here if he's out. Yeah, moose markings on that tree. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach this rock here and get down. I don't know if a road flare will stop a charging moose. It might not. I've never tested that. I always have to be careful approaching the camp office from this direction if I'm not sure if the moose is up or not. From the other direction, coming from like the Forlorn Muskeg side, so much easier because it's opened up and you can see if he's out or not. Whereas here, I have to kind of come up this way and take a moment to look. I see tracks, but those look really old and they're not moose tracks. They're too small. Might be deer tracks. No moose. He's not up right now. Well, the game would be too easy if the moose was up. So today I kind of want to go up to the forestry lookout, but at the same time, it's like, why? I won't be able to draw the map in this weather. Well, I might be able to. I think it's just fog you can't draw in. Fog or a blizzard. Say that light looked a little weird there for a sec. Alright, let's drop some food off. That I don't want. Go by sketchiness, please. Oh yeah, Peach has got to be out here. Yeah, we'll drop an MRE out here too. Oh, yeah, the not as good one. Keep the good one on me. 100% condition food. Canned food, huh? Alright. Let's get you warmed up a little bit while we reorganize our gear.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know, it's my fault. I thought, hey, let's have Estrid pick up a whole bunch of crap, because that'll make her happy. That's fine. Don't really need this if Timberwolves aren't around. That rifle has ammo in it, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It's fine. Actually, it doesn't. Let's take the ammo out of it. I'm going to take it upstairs, too. I'll leave Vaughn's down here. Because if the moose comes out, I'm going to want to run in here really quick, grab the rifle, and go kill it. So I'll leave this one here for now. Eventually, we'll get a rifle rack for it. For some reason, the game's not letting me place it. Very strange. I could put the other one there on the top of the calendar. But yeah, eventually we'll get a rifle rack. We'll hang it somewhere on the wall here. Like, maybe I'll hang it here. I'll grab the one from the lookout. That's what I can do. I could also hang a rifle rack above this desk here, too. I could move the bulletin board to do that. Right, this note. All this stuff can just move. I just don't want it here. Oh, really? When you move the film, you can put it upright? How come I can't do that with books? I've always wondered that. Like, if I pick up a book and I want to put it upright, I can't do that. Don't need this right now. Although it would be useful to read it. Holy crap, we found a lot of accelerant in there. What else do I not need? I don't need all these matches, but that's fine for now. I don't have that many. First aid, we can drop off a bunch of stuff. Could drop off some clothing, items. Drop off some tools. Here we are. Oh, yeah, we gotta drop our saplings too. Second storm lantern, I'll just put on top like this. Give me some oil, please, and thank you. Thought I grabbed more than that. Oh yeah, I did. I grabbed more than I thought I did. All right. This needs cleaning, but we'll worry about that later when we want to work on our firearm cleaning skill. And when we have rifle levels, so we get more done with the use of the cleaning kit. Too much ammo here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we got 14, plenty. That's a reload. That's 2 reloads plus some. That's plenty of ammo. What else do we want to not carry all this cloth? Put that away for now, too. All of it. How full is that? That's not very full yet. Yeah, that's fine. Some shoes there, that's cool. I must have noticed them yesterday and thought I'll just leave them there. But yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Alright, what else do we not want? Yeah, we got some other stuff we can take downstairs. To the workbench, to the workbench. We're going to the workbench. Alright, tools. One sewing kit right now is fine. Same with one whetstone, that'll be fine. Don't need any wires or fuses. I think I'd put the fuses upstairs, whatever. I like how you keep this bottle. Yeah, you do. You keep an empty bottle on you, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's not. It might despawn. I don't know. But I mean, you just produce bottles out of your butt anyway when you create water, and when you create oil from. Do I need any of this right now? No. I didn't warm up as much as I thought I was. That's really annoying. What time is it? Let's read for an hour. Oh, we got first aid stuff to drop yet. Yeah, let's drop some more weight. I like to keep 2 stems on me, but that should be fine for now. Actually, I want to put a bottle of painkillers in there too. Lo and behold, in my last run, I got trampled by a moose because I misread the kill shot. Like, oh, got him in the head, he's dying. But the thing is, I did get him in the head, but I didn't get the critical roll. So, and it was on a hill. So it kind of, made the animation like, oh, you got me in the head, but it looked like he was going down because it was on an incline. So I thought, yep, he's dead. Nope, he wasn't dead. He recovered and charged me before I realized what was happening. And then, woe to my existence, I had no painkillers here in Mystery Lake. They were all in Coastal Highway. So I couldn't even start treating the broken ribs until I marched my happy little butt back over there. That was not fun. Yeah, why am I carrying 2 books with me? I'll probably find one. I don't want any of this either. I'll probably find one. I'm going up to the forestry lookout. I'll probably find one up there. I do have more matches than I thought I had. Let's drop some. These are the good ones, so I'd rather put these away, honestly. I'll use the cardboard ones first because they suck. I mean, they still do their job, but they're way worse than the wood matches, like way worse. What am I doing? I'm just going to read for an hour and warm up. Especially with a heavy snowstorm. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Don't think I want to go up there today. Not in a heavy snowstorm. Yeah, this book will benefit me immediately. It'll get us to level 2 cooking when completed. Wow, we are warming up slowly. That was an hour. Oh, it's only 4 in here. Might be a full blizzard going on now, too. Sounds like it. Yeah, we're not doing anything today. Okay. I gotta drop all my saplings anyway, because I'm a dumbass. I kind of figured that was winding up. Alright. I mean, I'll have to go all the way back up to the trailer to get my guts once they're cured, and that's fine. Do we need to eat? Yeah, we do. I am going to finish this cookbook. Yeah, do 2. Maybe the blizzard will pass by then. No, we're not getting that lucky. Level 2. What? It said it would take me to level 2. You're kidding me, game. Really? Apparently I can't read either. Stupid blizzards still preventing me from going outside. Stop. Yeah, you're not going to finish that. Okay, if I have a can of soda, I can definitely read for an hour. She should be able to as well. Yeah, I think we're losing the rest of the day. Nope, it finally stopped. It did. Still a snowstorm, so it could wind back up. That would be really annoying. Yeah, we're going to head up to the forestry lookout. I'm going to grab some wood. And we're probably going to stay the night up there. Yeah, that's a stick. Yeah, let's break that down. No reason not to. That's what I wanted to do in Forlorn Muskeg. I'm like, I'd love to break down the scrub brush, but I was pretty cold at that time. Scrub brush does not appear in every map. Only some of them. Took quite a bit of cold damage coming back, it looks like. Yeah, well, more than I was expecting to take, anyway. I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen the moose yet, but at the same time, I'm not. It's only up for 48 hours. And those first... It might have been up the first 48 hours of the game, and that was me in Broken Railroad. Yeah, I was in Broken Railroad for 48 hours. Roughly. Well, it probably took 48 hours to get from my spawn to here in Mystery Lake, so yeah, it's very likely. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw the map from up here. You don't have any charcoal. Yeah, I know, but I can get some out of the wood stove in the lookout tower itself. Hey, Barry. Oh, it would be so easy to kill one of these rabbits right now. We're fine. After the lookout, we might drop down the back, check the trailers. There's a nice shortcut to take from there. I don't know if I showed it in my last run, because I don't think I did anything in Mystery Lake in my last run at all. Hey, the snow stopped. That's cool. Don't get a sprain, but if you do, we have plenty of bandages. We need to go to the destroyed lookout tower also, because we can get a key there for some flare shells that are up in the cave above the lake. But if I get a cabin fever risk, like say mid to late game, oh, it's gotten pretty out now. I'll go up there for cabin fever resolutions. They give you a lot of rocks here. I still have a bunch anyway. Because there are ptarmigans up here, but it's really hard to get one. Because you round the corner and they pretty much detect you. Unless you're crouching before you round the corner. And using rocks, you're only going to get one anyway. And if you miss, you get none of them. And you've seen my awful rock throwing. So I'll try and get a bird because ptarmigan feathers are extremely valuable. But there's no guarantee I get one. I'm quick enough we can draw the map. It takes 15 minutes to do any mapping.
Use a drink.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Hang on. We gotta stop and deal with that. Feel better now, Astrid? Yeah. Alright. Here's the good news, we're not cold. Yeah, I don't need any more rocks in this. How about a bird? I know a bird is not a horse, but... Oh yeah, I'm going to have to probably end this session after this day passes because it's like 9 o'clock. It's a work night. It's only Thursday night. Work nights, I cannot play the game as long as I like to. I like to play for like 3 to 4 hours in a run. Wait for one of these little guys. Wow! They actually, yeah, these birds look a lot more detailed on PS5. We did get one, yay. Here's the good news. We have something to eat. Up here. Well, I had food anyway. It wasn't a problem. But, you know, we want to work on our harvesting. Always want to work on our harvesting. It's one of the more important stats, but it will level up on its own, you know, over time. It's not something that you have to prioritize, read books. If I find a carcass harvesting book early on, though, I would probably prioritize that. You know, cooking first, fire starting second. I would probably prioritize that third. I need a charcoal right now because it's perfect weather for drawing. A fire book, yeah, I see you. Thank you. I see you too, Skillet. I see all this cool stuff. Let's draw the map. Beautiful. So that marked 1, 2, 3. Are you cold, Astrid? 4. Yeah, I got 4 areas marked for me, I think. So I don't think the camp office is technically a named location. Yeah, it's getting colder all of a sudden. Well, we're really high up, too, so that makes sense. That and it's getting later. Flare shell. Look at how well detailed these are. I mean, I can almost read the labeling on it. Much more detailed on the PS5. Cool. Oh, more bullets. Cool. Yeah, I'll take bullets. More bullets. I see you, cooking skillet. A lot of times there can be a knife here, too. Haven't found one yet in Mystery. Ooh, that's sketch. I'll probably eat it tonight before bed. I see you, Firebook. You're useful. Tomato soup, also useful. Sewing kit sitting on the bed. No, I want a base manage, thanks. This comes with me. It's so easy to accidentally do that. It's an odd control scheme to go into base management mode. On PC, it's just one key. I think it's like the Y key or something. But on controller, it's really weird. Yeah, it's like L1 and R1, R3. So yeah, sometimes I find myself hitting the R3 first and then I'm crouching as opposed to like managing. So we need some wood. I need calories first. Too sketchy. So yeah, I was going to break down that chair. I could probably break up this bench too. But we better eat some granola bars or something like that first. Yeah, why not? Use your axe. Have to use an axe for this. Only 30 minutes? Do it. Alright. Sometimes you can find firewood in here. I did not get that lucky. Alright, so. Let's drop the bird. It shouldn't be frozen. Shouldn't be. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's below zero, or it's below... Yeah, it's below zero in here. I keep thinking, yeah. For those of you using the Imperial U.S. system, it's below 32 degrees in here. Yeah, it is. It's like a little bit below. So we'll have to do a fire first. I'd like to harvest it, but it'll eventually get too cold and I won't be able to do it. So many antibiotics. It's hilarious. Torch, 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 torch. Hey, you are now a stick. See, I found a use for that torch. I haven't had a fire in a while. Might as well, right? Don't I have a book? Let's get one. There might be a book in here. I didn't bring a book with me. Probably because I figured there'd be one up here. That was idiotic. Oh well. We'll just do it with a stick and fail a couple times. Yeah, could be worse, right? Yeah, that's going to fail a couple times. Debating taking this skillet with me. You know, I might as well. There's no reason to leave it up here. I mean, it's not like I'm going to come up here and live. I'm up here just to kind of hang out. Make some water, sleep for a night. Actually cook that. We gotta let this guy thaw. Faster with a knife, dude. Yeah, way faster. Yeah, we'll pull the meat off it. The broth shouldn't burn. I want to eat that, but it's probably food poisoning. One feather, half an hour. I'm not even kidding. That's level 1 harvesting. Oh, it just got dark. Really dark. Like,
Oh, I'm starving.
Like, yeah, snowstorm dark. Cooking too, finally. Well, yeah, now we can do pancakes. Alright. Yeah, we're eating bird, obviously. What else do I want to cook? Yeah, these canned foods. That's 600 calories in pork and beans. Let's go with tomato soup. There's no opening animation on that. Very strange. Was that can open already? No, I got cooking XP for it. Very strange that there's no, like, can opening or timer. It just throws it on there right away without a timer. So yeah, we got the can. That's because I used my knife to open it, but still, you should get an opening animation, but maybe, or timer, but maybe that's only if you have a can opener. Which, yeah, I still do not own a can opener. Very surprising. There might be one in Trappers. If there isn't one in Trappers, I will not find one in Mystery Lake. Unless I find one in the trailers, I'm going to check in my next session. It's got a ways to go. We'll pull a feather off this. Do we have time to do it? Yeah. These ptarmigan downs are extremely valuable. I'll be up past midnight harvesting it, and that's fine. I need a little bit more time yet. So let's pick that up. Blizzard, cool.
I think I need to lay down.
Didn't we just have one? Looks awesome though from up here. Not kidding. Yeah, 30 minutes, whatever. Yeah, it does. It looks awesome from the forestry lookout. Okay, bird's done, finally. I'm gonna put a little more time on this just to make sure I don't freeze during this blizzard. I shouldn't. And we're not gonna sleep like multiple hours either. So we're gonna eat the broth now. If I get food poisoning, different story. And the sketchy chips. Okay, we're good here. I'm only gonna sleep for a few hours though, just because blizzard, and the fire's gonna go out. I don't want to freeze to death. Still going on, huh? Of course it is. We're fine though. Yeah, it still feels like 4, so we're fine. I'll just sleep the rest of the morning. If I'm not freezing in here in a blizzard with no fire, we're fine. I won't be cold in here. Could use a few more hours. That might have been too much. Yeah, I might be dehydrated. Oh well. Not quite. Good enough. I mean, it's going to save it at that point anyway. Alright, when I get back, we're going to run down and check the trailers. And go from there. From the trailers, I'll probably go down past Unnamed Pond down to Trappers, check that out. Yeah, because I want to check the cabin anyway by Unnamed Pond, because I can get a pry bar there finally. Which, there's a locker in Trappers that is 50-50 you need a pry bar. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Maybe I'll find a can opener there finally. Yeah, maybe. And then I can stop using my knife for it. Well, I was using my hatchet until we got a knife. But anyway, that's tomorrow night. Anyway. And yay, I'm really happy they fixed the throwing mechanic.